Hello 9th standard student. Today we are going to learn English grammar. For the topic name is subject verb agreement. In this topic we are going to see that how the verb agrees with the subject in number. In fact, that is called grammatically. When it actually agrees with the number, grammatically it is called the agreement of the verb with the noun in number. Actually in definition we can say that when verb agrees with the number, with the noun, in number, is called agreement of verb with noun. From the definition, the idea is clear how the verb agrees with the number, agrees with the noun in number, in fact. So, it means that when the noun is in a singular, then the verb also takes singular. Verb form is also in singular form. When the noun is in plural form, obviously the verb is also in a plural form. So that way we are going to see that how it happens, because in this matter many of us will make mistake, because we just count that number which comes close to verb, but that's not correct. Sometimes it's wrong. So how it's wrong, we are going to see that. We are going to see some examples. So look here, these are the examples I am going to give you here. For example, actually we can write here little bit verb agrees with subject in number. I read a book. Some of the exceptions are also here. I am going to mention that. And what are those exceptions? Like I is actually is exceptional pronoun. It takes always plural verb. So this is an exception. So look, when we write in the sentence and in the present tense, simple present tense, the verb comes with it in a plural form, not in a singular form. Look, another thing is that he. But when it comes with the third person singular in the simple present tense, what happens? The verb agrees with the number. He reads. Look now, he, she, it. In fact, these are the pronouns These are the pronouns which take verb in simple present tense with s or es added to it. Means verb comes with these pronouns in this form, having s or es in the end of them. Okay, this is the agreement of the verb with the subject, right? Now this verb in these two sentences we are going to see that they are agreeing with the subject. First I, second he, correct? Another example I am going to take. They read a book. Here also the same thing happened. The subject is plural. That's why the verb comes with it. That is also in a plural form. Write it down. Got this idea? In another pronoun we are going to see that how it happens. In the next form we are going to see that in your book also you can see in the grammar book subject and verb agreement there are some charts given, and it is your homework that you have to write the charts, okay, in your book for your better understanding, because they are classified here. There's those verbs with the subjects, how they come in a singular and a plural form. Okay, this is the chart. This is a very important chart for you. And moreover, in negative form also it happens. I am going to give you some examples of negative sentences. What it happens? Doesn't and don't. Look, in negative sentence doesn't and don't are used in a simple present tense. I am talking about the simple present tense because we can actually recognize the word or identify the verb, how it is agreeing with the noun in the simple present tense only, because you know don't is taken with the plural form and doesn't is taken with the singular form. That is the difference between them. So we have to be careful while using these phrases. Okay, now look here. For example, these are the negative example. Doesn't and don't. We don't know. One simple example I gave you to clear the idea. Now look here, don't I took here because why? Is this don't is agreeing with this subject be. Be is a plural form. That's why here came don't. Right? Don't means do not. In the another sentence we are going to see that he doesn't know. In this sentence you can see now here doesn't came. What does that mean? Because it's agreeing, this verb is agreeing here with the subject he. He is the third person singular, and as you know that when the third person singular used in the simple present tense, that subject, so the verb comes with it always in the form of yes or es. Okay, it takes s or es. Now look here, it is do only, but es is added to it, so it becomes does, means does not. In short, doesn't. So in the singular form doesn't is used and in plural form don't is used. So this is actually for your knowledge. Okay, very simple thing to be noted down. These two examples are enough for this. Other examples we are going to see that when how it becomes confusing when some nouns or some subjects we use with the verb. Look at that now. There is a tense chart also given on the first page, that is to be written as your homework. Okay, the full page, front page, that verb, subject and the verb agreement. Okay, the chart of the tense and the chart of the tense, present tense and past tense, how that verb comes in that form when they are used with the subject. Now present is here. See that I am and I was. Like that. For example, I am giving you. This is the like that chart present given here and the past. You can divide this into two parts. One part is for the present and another part is past. Here comes with the subject. Look here. I write. Past. I wrote. Look here, the verb form change. Why it change? Because of the change of the tense. Present tense it comes in the first form of verb, right? In the second, in the past it came in the second form of verb, right? Wrote is the second form of write. Same way. We know. Now we can see that here we knew. Look, I am taking the same subject, only the verb forms are changing according to the tenses. That is to be noted down. What you have to note down here in this chart? The verb form. These are the verb forms. Look here, coming out from the subject. Here in the present tense, in the two sentences you can see that they are in the first form, is verb form, because it is the present tense. Now past tense, they are in the second form, that is called the past tense. Correct, no? The same way. So like that you have to do that now. Okay, this is the chart of tenses given here. Another thing is that now some words, in fact no, some subjects are in fact are in plural form. They look like that, but actually no, it is a they are in actually plural form, and in fact no, but they are used, when they are used in the sentence, no, the verb comes with them in a singular form. I am giving you one example of this. You have to make this chart also. This is the chart of the tense. Some nouns are in plural form. But use as singular. So which are those? Now we are going to see that here. Athletic person, those words we are going to see that. Which are those words? These are the news and physics. These are, but there is a singular like that. For example, there was a news. Okay, there was a news of flood. Look here in this sentence, was is actually used here. This is the verb in the sentence, and was is in the singular form. But we can see that actually news as is that, so it is actually in the plural form, but actually used as a singular when it is in use. Correct? So the verb was is taken here to indicate that the noun is singular. Another thing is that physics. Is a complicated subject. Now look here, physics is a complicated subject. Now here also physics, S is added to it. It means that it is also in a plural form, but actually the verb comes with it is in a singular form here, is. It means that it is used as a singular noun. That's why the verb in the both sentences are used in a singular form. That is the difference, you must be aware of that. Other example we are going to take that now. So when it comes hello, when it comes with words such as, when it comes with words such as each, neither, okay. So look here, example I am going to take. Because you know what happens here in such sentences, the words coming with all these nouns here given, the subjects, they are in plural form. They are placed with the near the verb, but actually verb does not agree with them. Verb agrees with the first word, actually with these words written here. Okay, how it happened, we are going to see that now. Each of the boys was ready. Now look here, each of the boys was ready. In fact, no boys, this word, this noun here, close to the verb was, but actually was is not agreeing with the boys. Actually, it is agreeing with the each. So each of the boys means more than two, one of two. So it is actually singular. Each is a singular here, so that's why the verb was is taken here. Actually, boys is not taken into consideration. while dealing with this sentence. So what do we need to do that? We have to see that what does that mean. So this word, like such words, even if some nouns coming near the verb does not agree with them. Okay, it agrees with the first subject, not the second one near to it. Okay, now it's over here. In the second lecture we shall complete this lesson. Okay, so your homework is that first page of the book, grammar book. You have to complete it. Write it and send it to me on my number. That's it.